We on. Oh, we on. What up, people? What up? What up? You see Saban already up in here? Appreciate you, brother. Greetings, all, and welcome back to another episode of What's a reborG podcast. I'm reborG. Let's go ahead and introduce the co-host. We got the wine. Be lovely Riesling. Very nice. Very, very nice. But let's not forget the water. We in the building. Nothing much going on. You know, same old, same old. Family, work, homies, video games, television. You know, well, not YouTube. Cause I'll be honest, I don't. I ain't watched network television in a long time, and unless you got it at the house, I don't be looking for it. Dang it. When I go over my pop's crib, yeah, he'll be watching some TV. He'll still watch it. A movie on TV like with commercials, and he'll watch a movie on TNT or whatever. So I guess he's just thankful to be, you know, that blockbuster movies is coming on regular TV like that. He don't mind the commercials. Me personally, I'm not. Unless I know it's already a part like a sport, like sports, yeah, I'll watch them. I'll watch those commercials because you have to. There's no skipping. They don't have like an alternative to it. I'm gonna watch the other. Yeah, it is. You got to watch the commercials. That's what's funding everything. So you just have to at that point. But everything's chill. Work is work. That's pretty much. Y'all know how it is. Y'all be on the grind unless it's something fun or something going on. It's just normal stuff. The other people at the job tripping. Let me run. Let me run this one by y'all. So we have a new lady that started working. She's only been there maybe about 2 months. So she was making a dill sauce, which is pretty much a white cream sauce. You put some the dill seasoning in there with that joint up. You good. So she did that for a salmon that we were having with yesterday's meal. It wasn't bad. It was just it was a lot. Like dill weed and nutmeg and I guess pause because y'all know how y'all is. The internet done turned everybody in. Everything you say is gay now. Good morning. Yo, that's gay, son. Like, come on, man. Y'all wild. What up? What up, Randy? But and seasonings like that, what's the other one? Like the Italian seasoning blend, all that. When you put too much in it, because you only need like a little bit, just enough for, you know, just enough to put it in there. And yo, PG, you wildin', bro. And that jump was trash. That's your second one. The third one, man, you might get blocked for a week in the Discord, bro. Tighten up, man. You better than that. But she had put a little too much, so it was strong. It was, you know, when you taste it, it was a little diesel, yeah. So she put a little bit too much of the seasonings, the dill weed, the lemon juice. She just had a little too much in there. It wasn't nasty. It wasn't bad. It was just a little strong. So one of the dudes, I'm gonna go ahead and put the white dude, Anthony at work. He goes and tell the boss, "Oh, you're gonna get some complaints about the sauce because it's a bit much." Now, mind you, it's the same dude who. This is the same dude last week who was on fried chicken. And I'm going to get to that in a second, PG. This is a dude, he is big trash at cooking. I'll be honest with you. He'll do what he has to do as far as his assignments or whatever, because he on thin ice already. But he made fried chicken last Friday. That fried chicken was the color of a potato chip. That's how light it was. Then he had the audacity to tell people that he tempted. He tipped a chicken breast. You don't base if the chicken is done off chicken breast. You have to use a thigh, a leg, or a wing, something with more bones in it, so you can get a better. If the bone is hot, that means all the stuff on the inside is good to go. The rest of the chicken is good. So, and with it, if you're gonna judge it off a chicken breast, the chicken breast, you have to you're gonna have to cut that open and make sure you got all the way down to the middle. And you ain't got no reddish or no pinkish stuff going on. Of course, he had a little bit of that, and we had to refry some of it, but nobody said anything. We didn't go and tell because we already knew what it was. There's no need. I mean, tell at work if you doing 100. If you that good of an employee, I ain't got nothing against that because you want everybody else to be on your game. So if you giving 100 at work, I don't mind it. Go ahead. But he taking pictures and he telling on people, and his food is big trash. He just got in trouble yesterday, 2 days ago on Monday for not making enough noodles for the Alfredo. Like, come on, man. Don't tell and use a fuck up. Like, that defeats the purpose. Like that, nobody's going to take what you say at any value when you trash too. So, same old same thing at work, man. People tripping, I'm going to do what I do because, I'm nice. You ain't no question. But what we got going on, man? It's been a minute. I think, damn, did I talk about the Beevil fight? But Charlo had a fight this past weekend. Floyd had a fight too. Some random ass fight. I don't know what the fuck Floyd doing. I mean, getting the bag, of course. But I'm just saying, just these random ass fights with just random people. I think he's hustling like other countries. Righteous hustle at that. Okay, you already know I'm old. I done lost punching power a long time. I don't have, the competition, and I don't need to fight the big names no more because I'm in GOAT conversation, if not the GOAT, depending on the person. So he just going out there to these foreign countries that don't know no better. They got there giving them the bag, hey, by all means. And how weak is that for Floyd to drop him? To be honest, yeah, that's exactly what you're doing, Randy. He really chilling because Floyd stopped having punching power. It was a long time ago. It was a old something in the front. It was 06, 07, somewhere around that time. So that's when he really stopped having punching power. So then to drop somebody, wow. Yeah, it was PG, he had 3 fights in a row where he was getting the TKOs or whatever, but he kept breaking his hand. So that just shows how good of a boxer, how great, of a boxer he is. How much of an all-timer when you can adjust your game, take power out of your shots, and still effectively be winning. Still getting TKOs and everything. After Gotti. Yeah. I don't know, because whatchamacallit was after Gotti. What's his name? Ricky Hatton. No, he won't hit Ricky Hatton with no punching power. He was just making him look silly. Yeah, I give you that one. After Gotti, that was it. But if he gonna get him, get him. The Charlo fight, I sure wish I gave a fuck. I'm so tired of him. Just like I've already said with everybody else, man, fight somebody for real, man. Move up, move down, do whatever, man. I'm tired of hearing about that dude. Canelo gonna try to go after this bag for this Triple G fight in the fall. I want to say it's in September. So I guess he's gonna use that as a tune-up fight before he goes back at the Beevil. Because I can tell you that right now. It's just gonna be a tough fight for him. Beevil fights to where you're not gonna put him in the danger zone. So, he's gonna have to work. Let's just hope that this loss, like the Floyd loss, will teach him a lot more, and then we'll get an even better fight. Shakira Stevenson, little ass, called out Gervonta Davis. You ain't ready for that dynamite, bro. You are not ready for that dynamite. I'm going to let you know that right now. That's one of them fights where I respect Stevenson's skill, speed, hand speed, coordination, can really, connect with his punches. But Gervonta got that dynamite. And all it takes is one. Is there a big fight in MMA coming up? I'm feeling like I saw the Oliviera fight and all that. Oh yeah, I did talk about that because everybody was calling out Conor. Who gives a shit? Man, I'm sick of hearing about Conor. Yeah. Davis. Yeah, PG. Yeah. And speaking of buns, I forgot to look this up. What was the sorry ass pitchers that gave up 2 home runs to Albert Pujols the other day? This is an old man. All right. You already know when it comes to him, I don't need to pitch in the strike zone at all. Because whether I strike him out or walk him, I'm good. Because the next batter, we can easily go for the double play. So please stop with that old man. They had the Anderson and Donaldson thing. I'm gonna be honest. I don't get it. Call Anderson Jackie, saying he out there playing like Jackie Robinson. Apparently, that wasn't the intention. I don't know. Whatever. Like Steve Harvey. Whatever. I mean, your ass gonna sit here and say I play like Jackie Robinson. Yeah. Oh man, fuck Steve Harvey. What else going on in sports before I get to the the root of what else is going on with the goings on? Oh, breaking the fun barrier in baseball. Yeah, man, that was stupid, bro. Shut up the fuck up, Donaldson. Of course he hitting a cool 237 PG. I mean, I didn't say he was trash. I just said he was old. So I'm not going to be out there giving him pitches to hit. Go ahead and stand on that base. Because unless this hit is a home run or a triple at the warning track, I know exactly what you're going to be, bro. You ain't got to worry about that. Regardless of wherever we get the ball, if it's in play, we go in the second. You'll never make it, bro. You old, man. You're big. Let's keep on. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to it, man. I'm going to go ahead with the go ahead. And let's talk about this whole ass dude, Nick Saban, man. Who you want? Saban, don't deter. Let me get to this part first. Let's go ahead and get at this whole ass actions of Nick Saban. He was at, I don't know where the fuck he was at. He was at doing a press conference. I don't know. He was talking or whatever. And he airs out Texas A&M. Texas A&M, they bought out all the players and within NILs and signed a number 1 class. And Jackson State signed a guy for $1 million. First of all, man, come on, man. Coach is cold, man. Coach is cold, man. Straight up, what are you snitching about? No, don't go get him political for real, because he don't need that. I'm not having no more discussions. I didn't even send him the link to the stream. I don't have time for it. So, what are you doing? Why are you snitching? When you are doing the exact same thing. What? What? And you want to know the bad part is? You're not in trouble. It's not that the NCAA hemmed you up and said, yeah, you know what you got, yeah, we caught you, and you know what I'm saying, give us some. No, just randomly dry snitching. It's just randomly putting the shit off on somebody else. Like, dude, cut it. When you doing the same shit, you just shut the fuck up. You just shut up. That's all there is to it. The homie Prince said, I know he ain't talking. He took Tua and his whole family. What up, Pops? He moved his whole family from Hawaii to Alabama. Just the sheer thought of packing up and moving from Hawaii, man, just ridiculous. Do you know how expensive that everything in Hawaii costs more because it's so much? They have to go, everything has to come by boat or plane. You know, nobody's driving over there like that. So you got his whole team up there. You lied to sign this brother. You even act like you was going to give him the starting job. So let's not even do that, okay? How have you been doing on the transfer portal? And individuals, this is stemming from what Nate said. I can't believe people are this naive to think that that's half, I think. Yeah, see, see, it costs that much. Just stop being naive. The NIL is not going to open the floodgates to something that has already been going on. Pony Access 30 for 30 about SMU. It's all about the U, about Miami. Married to the Mob. These are 3 instances on 30 for 30 that they let you know that people been cheating. Blue Chips. The whole movie was about that. The Program. You watched that. Donnell Jefferson, all he had was like a 25-yard punt return. Dude slid him some bread. Alvin Mack stole that money too after the game. But it's just been happening the whole trip. I was telling people the other day, look up Sam Gilbert, a booster for UCLA. This was in the 60s. This dude was buying houses, cars, women, paying for abortions. Like, they've been sweeping this stuff up under the rug for the longest. Somebody like Bill Walton, who he's known as a basketball player, but he's also known as a hippie. Everybody knows this dude blows weed. Everybody knows this dude smokes weed. He was doing that stuff in college, but he's under the umbrella of the UCLA dynasty. So you can do whatever. Everybody cheats, man. If you watch the Pony Access documentary, yeah, he right. PG. Oh no, I mean, it's real, Randy. It is a business at the end of the day. We all about getting this bread. So on both sides, the people in charge and the players. So you got to be tripping, man. Eric Dickerson, Texas A&M, bought him a Trans Am back in 1978 or 79. Do you know how that's one of the most popular cars in the country at that time? And they bought that dude a gold Trans Am with a black bird on the jump. The jump was sauce. I'll never drive one, but I can't say it don't look good because it does. So, I mean, they've been paying this whole time from the beginning, and they're going to keep doing it. One, he's salty as hell because it was somebody who wasn't in his a part of his coaching tree. He hasn't said nothing about Clemson beating them in recruiting, which they have before. He hasn't said anything about Georgia doing it. Why? Because Kirby Smart is his boy. He knows Jimbo Fisher's competition. So he's going to try to do whatever. And why are you snitching on Jackson State? Please stop. It doesn't matter. They really don't. Whether they gave them the meal or not. Now, Dion had some good quotes in his rebuttal. Please watch that. He said, I don't have to pay our people. We don't have to pay our people to play for our people. Which, and maybe not on the grand scale, but you can get a lot of people just by name and being a black coach that they have to respect. But you have to understand, the bag is nice. But Travis Hunter was the number one player in the nation in the corner. Why not go play for someone who's considered the best corner of all time? If Jerry Rice is a coach and I'm a wide receiver, let me guess what school I'm going to. Like, come on, man, cut the bullshit. Please, Nick, cut it out. Just stop, dude. You didn't win the championship, and now you're getting even more competition, and now you're getting salty. It's not because. Stop playing, man. You already been giving people the bag, man. Because no, who wants to go to Alabama? They got they got a pipeline to the league. But if you good, you could damn near, at this time, with the way technology and the internet is, you can do it. Sauce Gardner, top 10 pick, Cincinnati. They don't have they don't have a pipeline to the pros like that. So, man, stop your bitch and cut it out. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Oh yeah, we already know. Because Jimbo Fisher, And Texas A&M beat him last year. Yeah, they beat them last year. And he figured, since they getting some talent some more, you ain't gonna be the king of the hill no more. It's all good when you running, when you running the land, but when everybody else want to step up, especially in your set, that's a part of the problem. It's them SEC schools, man. Good. I lost a lot of respect for Nick. I always respected him. Great college coach, probably one of the best of all time. That was a whole ass move you pulled. You need to be called out about it and stop your bitching. All right, man up. You've been pulling #1 recruiting classes for more than 10 years now, man. Shut your ass up, man. Saban, what'd you say? Who you want to see in the finals? No. I'll be honest with you. I would like to see Paul George versus Clay. Yeah, 1 point. Yeah, Miami don't have a real second scorer, so it's going to be hard for them to keep up with the Warriors because the Warriors already have 3 players that can give you 20 easily. It could be Steph, Clay, Poole, Steph, Poole, Draymond, Steph. There could be Clay, Wiggins, Poole. They have a lot of players that they can get a lot of stuff done. So it's not known. And Boston will probably, they have some inconsistencies, but they have the personnel that matches up better. And the topic of Paul George versus, man, that's your favorite player all the time. Paul George. It all depends upon, am I bringing him in to a team that I already have a star, or is this who I'm starting a franchise with? Because that really depends on, what angle I'm trying to take. Come on, man. You saw it on Twitter, but, you could have just let that be in your own thoughts. If I'm starting a franchise, I'm going to go Paul George. Because Clay, he's not much of a creator for himself. Like, you can't get him the ball. He bops and all that. And that's not a problem. That's not his game. What his game is top 5 shooter of all time. So he has to be respected. But I'll probably go Paul George. He can do a little bit more. He got the bop. He got more athleticism. He's going to have people oohing and on, So it could be with Paul George. So even though I wouldn't want to start a franchise with neither one of them, I'll be honest. Both of them dudes is Scottie Pippen's looking for Michael Jordans. Luckily, Clay has found his in Steph Curry, as far as being that dude, and found the team too. Because you could be looking for a Mike, but you also need the field to help out, make sure that the other guys is on it and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's all. I wish the best for Paul. It kind of went, oh, man, because he was going to be up next as far as superstars. And when he broke that leg, it kind of slowed it up and hindered it a little bit. But, yeah, the Clippers actually, they made the play-in. I give them respect. If they possibly could, if they could keep most of the players around and still make sure that they're effective as they were this season, and with adding Kawhi back to the fold. So that should be all right. And you got to make sure Kawhi healthy. I know he's going to be 100% when he get back. I think he's, no, he ain't no superstar no more. I'm sorry. He's just a star. Once we found out that you was a number 2 dude, nah. Because y'all got to remember, man, and this is the reason why Jokic won MVP. He had almost 40 points gone, man. They didn't even make the play-in. Now, granted, Paul got hurt, so that fucked it up. But he still can do his thing, still give you 25, 5 plus, steal a 2, maybe even a block. So it ain't like he can't hoop. He can still go out there and do his thing. I would much rather him. I'd rather see him at Denver because him and Jokic could do some beautiful things. I'd rather see him and Embiid together because they could do some things too on that basketball court. So yeah, he was a superstar, but that's different. Yeah, I remember at the time of the league, a player like Scottie Pippen ain't gonna be no star unless they winning that much, especially today. Now, you have to get them dubs because yeah, if he can work besides somebody who's really like the man, oh, he'd be great. You send him down to Miami. Miami a star away from making this shit go right, man. I'm telling you right now. They a star away from really like competing. Because right now they just fighting. This is just off hard work. This is just off hard work and fundamentals and Jimmy, being the man. But if they can get a second and you can just pick anybody for real, I actually think they could do something. But I'd rather see Boston than the Warriors. And since we already there, let's go ahead and discuss what's going on in that series. It's weird. The Eastern Conference playoffs just totally changed right now. Miami got some space. I can tell you that right now. When you're a team, when you have that type of team, even if you don't, you'll make space. They'll get rid of some contract. Kyle Lowry going anyway. Ain't nobody worried about that dude, man. They don't mind paying the luxury tax because they know they're bringing in another superstar, which is going to bring that money, and they're going to bring them wins. So it doesn't really, Miami going to be all right. Trust me. It's a big, it's a major city. And one thing they have working for them is that people want to go to Miami. So, Levine, he's a free agent. What's the name of the other homie? Bradley Beal. I don't even go this far. DeAndre Ayton. We can slide Bam to the 4. He's already showed that he can play defense amongst, on different positions with no problem. He'll even be all right going up against a guard, getting off the pick and roll. So he just got to work on consistency in his offense, man. Shoot with confidence. Be the beast. You don't be that big, man. Clear some room. Get Diesel on these dudes. I mean, there's a lot of quality players, but this is the good thing about the Miami system. People always look good. Outside of the last game, Strus has looked good, sparking from 3 like that. Vincent has been all right, sparking from 3. If you bringing in a superstar, Tyler Hero's kind of expendable, so 6th man of the year. Duncan Robinson, he came in the other day from not playing that much. I mean, they got their ass whooped, but he still sparked from 3, So it's a lot. You can move these pieces. So trust me, Savan and PG. This is Pat Riley. He's been working magic a long time, dude. So don't even worry about them. They'll be all right. Boston, same thing. They're young. They just got to get consistent. They got to realize they got to realize they have to play that way every game. When you don't, it can go bad. So them wild ass, I'm telling you, them wild ass bad bitch shots that Tatum be taking look all right when he hitting them, but when he not, they down 20. Hey man, they lost with no Jimmy coming in the second half, man. They let them dudes fight off. Now you tell me a team that isn't good or that isn't in the playoffs right now can look and see how the rest of the players on Miami played, and you be like, I need that on my team, at least one of those guys. That looks good. That helps them out in the trade value. That's why you make sure your role players and your secondary players are doing their job. Because when it's time for you to bring in more talent, you can easily let them go. And that's because Tatum got to learn how to get his bop together. His handles is all right, but they ain't the thing that, it would be so much easier for him if he had the bop get to the lane floater. No contact. Help your percentage out a little bit more. Yeah, on Miami, the whole team work hard. So that's, people want that type of thing on the team. So that's, how that works out. They up there. Yeah, they up there. They do have a good defense to watch because they all over the place. They all over the place. Now it don't look as good when Tatum hitting them bad bitch shots and Brown too. Brown, you got to step your game up. I know y'all probably gonna end up winning the series and going to the finals, but please step your game up. Please do some more stuff. You're just the most regular. I mean, you could easily be a superstar because you have the skill set to do so. So it ain't gonna be that hard for you to transition. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to work hard. You're gonna have to spend time in the offseason, getting your shot right, getting it more consistent. You're gonna have to work on the handle. You're gonna have to work on the footwork. These motherfuckers gotta work. And then I don't just go for him. That just go for a lot of people. Get your ass out there and work. All right? Yeah, Pete. But I'm just saying, look how he was last game. The game before that, he dropped a 40 ball. Now, it wasn't his fault that Tatum was ice cold and, he won't get much help from somewhere else. Come on, man. I don't need 40 and then a regular game shooting 20, whatever percentage he shot. Man, I need that every game. And I'm telling you right now, if I'm Brad Stevens, I'm like, you better step it up, bro. Because I can bring Bradley Beal and Levine over here. I can send you where you want to go. I can get some draft picks and bring in some young boys who will just follow the rhetoric. If you act like you don't want to do the shit, I mean, boy, you ain't the one. No, the fuck you, you think you the one? So go ahead, man. And the bad part is he got the skill set, all the skill set. He has the build and all that stuff to be the number one. So the only bad thing about rooting for Boston, they probably got the most racist fans in the league. It's a consensus among former and current NBA players. They trash over there. But that's probably one of the most racist states in the country, which is hard. You want to see Warriors versus Miami too, Randy? I'm surprised. The only thing I would like to see about the Miami going there, because they're going to get their ass whooped anyways, is Jimmy was right. I like seeing that Jimmy was right. Jimmy Butler is what happened when you can have hard work, and he don't even have the skill set that half of these dudes that should be stars have. He's not as athletic as Brown. I mean, Boston sports, you enjoy it because they go in. It's a sports town. They give a fuck. They want to see their teams win. They force it upon management to make sure that their teams is getting these dubs or competing. But the hard R's, man, keep them away from having to do it, man. Fuck the motherfuckers, man. And the other series been done. I think the Warriors just let them grab that game so they can go home, get the win, and ain't got to worry about no travel. I think they're doing the same thing they did to Memphis. And shout out to the Warriors, man. They are finally healthy. They have been going through it the last 2 years. They have been healthy. They have been trying different pieces to see that they work. And you got to give Curry's props, man. You have to at this point. I mean, Jordan Poole was a first-round pick, but a late first-round pick. So you're looking to be a role player. They're not looking for you to be no star. Now he done stepped up and he became another 20. He done joined the Splash Brothers and shit. And I think that is a testament to Curry's coaching. Because he don't have to wait for Poole to get busy. He don't have to wait for Kuminga to get busy. And when you have these young boys with that energy, bringing that dog mentality out there, outside of the stars or whatever, he gonna make them work. Man, you think Wiggins wanted to dunk on Luka like that, man? He wanted to take it back to Minnesota and put up a weak ass layup. But he got to crash because this spot can easily be gone by Poole or Kuminga or a healthy Iggy. So, but shout out to Wiggs, man. I'm proud of the dude. He's been playing all right, man. I've been rough on the dude not because I believed. That was never the case. I always thought he was just all athleticism. That's all it was. And after he had been in the league a couple of years, and you saw that he was just won't going to take the next step. Yeah, I mean, you already know what it is. And when you be like, man, but you played on the sorry, you was on that sorry team and stuff like that. He had Cat, just like Anthony Edwards got Cat. Cat was an all-star with Wiggs, just like he is with Anthony Edwards. But I tell you this right now, you don't question Anthony Edwards like that, do you? He looked like he getting ready to be a star in the league easily, heading into year 3. That's part of the thing, Saban. That's part, but I can't totally put it on Minnesota because when they bought Jimmy Butler over there and he was trying to show, and when he was calling them out for that working hard, we can't call out the team no more. I didn't believe. I didn't believe. I didn't believe in Wiggs. I knew he could hoop. I'll never take that away from him, but I didn't believe. But that's the thing, Saban. Even if you are in purgatory, you still got to do your thing, man. You still have to work hard. You still have to improve on your game. Exactly. He got put in a position where he had no other options, Saban. So that's where it come from. Because he's not the first. See, that's the one thing I don't like when people try to make excuses for him, all right? For players sometimes, man. Garnett went to sorry-ass Minnesota. They was like 3 years outside of being a newly franchised expansion team. Not that long. He worked hard and willed that team to 8 seeds. And it wasn't until they bought in Sprewell and Cassell that they actually made it to the conference finals. Same thing with Kobe. He was another high school dude. What did he decide to do? He decided to work hard. I'm gonna do what I gotta do so I can get this shit to go down. LeBron, another one, high school dude. I do not care that we stink. I'm going to play as hard as I possibly can and use every bit of my skill. All right. Now, granted, I just said like a top 5 power forward and 2 dudes in the GOAT conversation, but you can't say physically that Wiggins is not up there. Physically, Wiggins has everything. So the hard work is what put these people over. All right. Jimmy Butler isn't overly like great in the athleticism department. He worked hard and he made himself into something. You have to do other stuff. You cannot go out there with that same mentality that got you all right in high school. That don't count. It's the league. Grown-ass men. We don't care if you can jump out the gym. I'm going to rip you before you get there. I don't give a fuck if you fast. I'm going to neutralize that against you. What do you think I'm standing here looking like a statue because I'm stupid? No, I know you're going to run fast and be out of control. Bam, offensive foul. Turnover. Give me the ball, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Work. That's what it's. This is not just ball. It's life. You're going to have to work hard for this shit. You're going to have to do shit that you don't want to do. Yeah, I can go to the gym, have practice, and maybe shoot around for 30 minutes after, and I'll be all right. I'll be serviceable. I'll get a max. But I'm sorry. That's just not what I'm in for. I just got to be good. I can't just be that dude. At work, I have to be good. I will learn what I need to learn. I will work hard. I will beat myself up to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing at work. But that's just me. So shout out to him, man. The Warriors, they doing their thing. I hope Wiggins gonna be a nice trade piece in a year or two. Because there's always a goofy ass team that believes. And matter of fact, next week I will be doing that. Me and the homie was talking about that the other day. We're gonna go through I'm gonna do a first team we believed. No, the first team I believed. Players that I believed in it just, it just didn't go down. The shit didn't work. They weren't even trash. It didn't reach the level I thought it was gonna reach. They ain't even sniff at the mouth like that. So we definitely gonna do that. And speaking of which, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all might not fuck with it, but I'm telling you, go ahead and peep these hockey playoffs, man. You might not need to right now, but there's a matchup coming up between the Edmonton Oilers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm telling you, because the Oilers have grown up. They're young guns. They're young guns. They hungry. They trying to do their thing. They got the best player in the league, Connor McDavid. There's no argument. There's no discussion. McDavid is sauce. He is that dude in the NHL, and he is enjoyable to watch. PG, you from Carolina, so I expect that, but they fumble in the bag against New York. They should have been got them out the paint. But back to the Oilers. You got him. Drew Salty's playing good. Evander Kane, a brother, is showing up, getting them goals, because with McDavid, he's so sauce. All you got to do is make sure you in the right spot. He'll get you the puck for easy buckets. But on the other end, you got that Tampa Bay Lightning. In Tampa Bay, they like them 2000 Spurs and them 2000 Cardinals. I can't compare them to the Patriots because the Patriots was just winning it all. So that's one thing I do. I've said it here, and I will continue to say it. As long as Tom Brady's playing, I will never bet against him. In August, when I'm doing the NFL preview, you know who I'm picking for the Super Bowl. But Tampa Bay, they nice. Got talent, teamwork, and they know how to play. I'm telling y'all, watch it. Because it's kind of like basketball, where the referees let them get away with it a little bit more and let them goon it up and stuff like that. Not as many fights as it used to be, because the game trying to get away from having them, because it used to be about 3 to 5 a game. I'm telling you, hockey in the 90s was rough. Hockey in the 90s was rough. They had to change the rules, get them points up so people could watch. Hockey in the 90s was tough. It was like that 80s basketball where people was just hitting you. You just getting hit. They're not locking up. They're just hitting you. They fucking you up. Now, on the other side of the bracket, who is it? No, they're not going to play them, because I want to say Edmonton is on the West. So that will probably, the straight up finals is where they could. Well, I know Tampa Bay going to be there, because Carolina is bullshitting. And New York, they act like they don't want to do it either. No, I mean, getting to everybody. I mean, Bird wasn't much for hard fouls, but he was much for fighting. I will tell you that right now. Dr. J whooped his ass only because him and Dr. J was face to face, and Barkley grabbed Larry Bird to move him out the way. So, you know what I'm saying, trying to break up the fight. But as he's grabbing Larry Bird, Dr. J's just teeing off on him. He was getting some good ones. That one, Bird, when he fought Lambeer, you know it's bad when you fall on the ground and the first thing you think is punch. Like, he didn't even think about getting up. He didn't think about standing. He said, man, as soon as I get up, I'm going to square. I'm going to suck the shit out of this. No, he laying on the ground. Fuck this mother. Like, go ahead and YouTube up them Larry Bird fights, man. Just fights in general. I'm going to warn you right now. If you see the Kermit Washington one, that's one of the worst punches I've ever seen. And I'm a boxing fan. Like, I watch boxing all the time. Like, I watch like low level, don't know nobody. Should block you for that shit, PG. Don't you ever disrespect Larry Joe Bird in this motherfucker? All right? You watch your damn mouth, boy. I don't give a damn about no trolling. You damn talk about fucking Brady, man. You look like a tennis player. Rudy Tomjanovich, I don't know why you tried to spell that Saban. Yeah, that's who Kermit Washington punched. I mean, he punched through him, man. Like, broke all this shit in there. But that's Top 5, one of the worst punches I've seen, regardless of setting. Because he hit the shit out of him. I got to put that up there with the Roy Jones where old boy had a seizure. Leaking spinal fluid in that seat. I told you, man, he punched the shit out of dude. Crazy. But yeah, y'all remember that, man? Look up the Roy Jones where he punched dude and he had a seizure. I said, wow. Yeah, he broke Nikola Mirotic's face back when they was at Chicago. Yeah. The bad part about it was Mirotic started the fight, got beat up, and got traded. Oh man, that was foul. Matter of fact, he back in the Euro leagues. Yeah. It's good to see that a lot of Euro players are just going back home. Who feels like wasting time over there, over here in the league where they're not going to use you properly? Because that's one of the main problems when it comes to like Euro and foreign players, especially European players, man. You don't have to question if it's skill there. They all have skill. He was supposed to get the bag, but he got the punch. All of them have skill. It's not questioned at all. They can dance. All of them can hoop for real. It just got to go to a team that actually give a fuck about using what they have to help. Some teams know how to use it. Some teams don't. Wagner. Who is Wagner? And Saban. Oh, no. They done. They don't know what they're doing. He don't count. He went to Michigan. Yeah, once you go to college, you ain't no Euro no more. You lose all that shit. Him, McCollum, Sabonis. Yeah, once you decide to go to college, you ain't no Euro no more. They do the same thing in college too, because most people don't realize Slav Mccollum. I want to say he playing Detroit now. I can't remember. They was talking about him like they was talking about Luka as a 16-year-old. Yes. McCollum was hooping. 6'7", 195, bunnies, pretty ass jump shot. Yeah, that's why I've said it plenty of times up here, Saban. As far as like talent, the NBA probably is like the most talented among the professional ranks. Like there's damn near all-star on every team, like a real one. Like with proper coaching and training. Oh yeah. You can do some things. Shit, the same thing happened to fucking Rubio. Y'all remember Rubio in them Slam magazines, and they was hyped 16-year-old playing in the Euro League, dazzling them. They was calling him Young Pistol Pete and everything. Then he went to Minnesota. He was sauce, but he played for Minnesota. Sarge was the same thing. You trying to tell me Philly couldn't use Sarge right now before? Philly don't give a fuck. Philly is trying to do this quick fix shit because they just keep changing the team. When you had Sarge, he was all right next to Embiid. Covington, he was up for Defensive Player of the Year and hitting damn near 40% from three when he was there. And y'all got rid of him too. Y'all don't know what the hell y'all want to do over there. Yeah, offense because he's Euro. The European players, when they're taught as kids, when they go to camps and stuff like that, they teach them all the positions, regardless of size, regardless of height, regardless of physique. I just felt like using that word right there. So regardless of physique, that's what they do. Yeah. James got to hurry up. James got to get healthy. Because for those of you who don't know, he still hasn't had that fixed yet. That hamstring is still messed up. So, and it's bad because when it's one of the muscles, like your back, your calves, and stuff like that, the muscles, if they don't just tear and they just, you strain or any of, yeah, he still got the hamstring thing. That's not something that you could turf toe and stuff like that. You can't instantly fix it unless it actually tears. So you just gotta, relax on it and do what you got to do because you don't want it to tear. But who was this? Oh, all right. That was something kind of important. Yeah, but you got to let that stuff heal. So I don't know if he'll be able to, because I think he's gonna bet on himself and go to free agency and let people know if he's healthy, he'll be able to do his thing. But I don't know where he's gonna go. Yeah, he was really playing hurt. That's why I didn't understand why he was trying to do hero ball at the end. But that's partially. I mean, you can have him on the floor, but you definitely a decoy. I'm gonna let this young gun boy go at it, Tyrese Maxey. I'm gonna let him do his thing, man. I'm gonna let him get buckets till they put Jimmy on him. So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let young man rumble. So yeah, he just gotta get healthy. But the Euros, they teach him everything: handle, jump shots, working in the post, passing, like all that stuff. They learn it all. So when they come to the league, you don't have to do nothing with the fundamentals. Of course, you may have to put a little dog in them because most of them don't have it. They're mostly real chill and reserved because there's not a lot of egos over there in the Euro League. They cut all that shit out. They only play players they feel comfortable playing with multiple minutes. Yeah, they already have been arguing and stuff like that. So I don't know. I think he's gonna bet on himself so he can be gone, and that could free up some money for Philly. And I don't know what they could do. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. They fans are trash too. That's another one like Boston. They're not as racist, but they assholes over there in Philly too. But they sports fanatics. They be all up in it. They be there, all in the game. They demand that you do something. It's like that tough city mentality, like real tough ass cities like that. Ooh, that was so refreshing. I had to take a second. But what else? Yeah, Turk. Man, I just seen the other day, man. I'm so tired of getting I don't mind getting old because that's a part of the process. You gonna have if you're gonna be here, you're gonna get old. Just don't show nobody else's kids no more, man. I see Carlos Boozer got twins that's highly ranked. Riley Curry done got old. The one Wagner's son out here hooping. speaking of DJ Wagner, he's like the number one player next year. Louisville grabbed Kenny Payne from Kentucky to be the head coach. And the first thing he did was throw a bag at Nolan Smith because he's been a part of the one and done resurgence at Duke. And then he signed DJ Wagner. He got DJ Wagner's granddaddy to be. He's like an ambassador between the players and the school or something. I don't know. They thought that they created a position for homie. So he got his granddaddy over there, man. Trying to make it seem like that'll work. But I read in the interview, DeJuan said, it don't matter. Coach Cal was my coach. Respect, love Cal. Still talk to him every day, all the time and stuff like that. That's my dad over there in Louisville. That's his grandfather over there. But ultimately, it's his decision. So I was like, oh, shit. That's what's up. Because most parents be trying to direct you and, push you in a place. And that fucks up a lot of kids, too. Man, I don't know, man. Philly fans, man, they rough and they delusional, man. We all know when, man. So, he ain't the only one. He definitely not the only one like that. Trust me. I've been around Philly fans. He ain't the only one, bro. Trust me. Oh, yeah, I almost fucked around and forgot. The draft lottery was last week. And the Magic won again. So I said again, like they've done it a lot. They've only had it 4 times, but that's a lot from 92 up till now. That's a lot. That's a lot more than other teams. Spurs have only had the Spurs have only had it once. The Knicks have only had it once. I don't even think OKC has had it once yet. I know. I don't think they've had the number 1 pick during their whole existence. But the Magic got it again, and it looks like they did a horrible job of hiding this. It looks like they're going with Jabari Smith, combo forward out of Auburn, which works. I don't know what you're going to do with Wendell Carter or Wagner, because they both had decent years last year, so I don't know what you're going to do. Bamba's a free agent, so I guess you put Wendell at the center, let Jabari get the forward, and, it look all right. OKC got the 2nd pick, and word is they're going with Chet to be the thinnest team in NBA history. Between Chet, the other big dude that's skinny as hell, SGA, who's still skinny, Giddy, like the most malnourished team in the league, yo. I'm telling you right now, y'all need to go work out with Lou Dort this summer for real. What I called him yesterday, the malnourished mob, boy. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Food bills don't mean shit. I can't remember the name of that 7-footer that's already on the team. Like, he's skinny from head. His head is even skinny. And that's not something you see from a lot of people. His head is skinny. So they just gonna be, they're gonna be a thin ass team. But you know the good thing about it? They can hoop. What rumors about Zach LaVine? I know he's testing the market, and he's supposed to be getting up out of there. And who got the 3rd pick? Houston. Okay, so they'll go ahead and pick up Bancaro because it ain't no way in hell they picking up another guard and fucking up what Jalen Green got going on. Yeah, they released all NBA teams. I was kind of like Barkley. I wish y'all could have put both him and Embiid up there. Yeah, I would have liked to see Jokic and Embiid, just the 5 best throughout the regular season. I'm looking at my teeth. My shit's is all right. They kind of like, no yellows, nigga. You can tell these is pearlies. But what was the rumor about LaVine, man? I know he testing the market. You know who's an interesting player that will be a free agent? DeAndre Ayton. I think he can fuck around and change the fortune of a lot of teams, man. Well, LeBron missed a lot of time this year. Well, you missed more time than some of the other players. That's what the thing was, LeBron missed some games. I mean, yo. Yo. All right, so that's what that is. Yeah, he testing the market. Aiden could work at a lot of teams. The Spurs, the Mavs, the Knicks. This Lebanon James, man, you know how it go. Every year he spent at least about 15 years where he could have been the MVP. But do you take LeBron just being LeBron? Or the Patriots could take whoever at this point, Saban. No offense. Outside the center and point guard, between Turner and Halliburton, everybody's expendable. So, that's how that goes, unfortunately. Sorry you in that boat. I've always rooted for the Pacers. I really liked them ever since I was little Reggie Miller, that little bastard was walking around with that ugly ass jump shot getting them in. Brogdon can stay too. He gotta stay healthy though. You can't be getting hurt, bro. We need you. No, I know you fucking with Saban. Trying to death row records to come to Houston. He could. Because I can tell you that right now, if you got the right coach, that's a scary ass lineup. DeAndre Ayton, Christian Wood, Paulo Bencaro. No, they probably don't keep Christian Wood if they sign Ayton. So I'm gonna go Ayton, Bencaro, Kevin Porter Jr., who might be the first point guard in the I believe squad, and Jalen Green, who caught on real strong at the year one. But I don't think nobody. I think the Lakers are asking for a first round pick for Westbrook, and I don't think anybody outside of maybe Orlando. What's the other sorry ass team that don't? They stink. They stink. Shit. It can't. It's not Detroit. Josh Christopher, yo, he doing this at Sangoon. Like, maybe they do keep the coach because I don't know if it's the coaching that had them shining in those pieces, Paul, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I like Houston. I ain't gonna say I believe, but that's how you get fucked up. But I do like the pieces they got. They got a lot of young talent that I have been following for a while. The only one I'm gonna be honest, the only one I believed in was Porter and Jalen Green. Because they were just unique. So, but they can get a first. They can get a first round pick from an ass team. You know, outside of Magic, you know who else? Washington. Watch the Wiz kids, man. They think. Watch this now. It's not gonna sound as crazy when I'm done. They think they could trade their first round pick, get Westbrook, and get back into the AFC to the playoffs when they re-sign Bill. They think Bradley Beal coming back. They think Bradley Beal coming back, man. Oh boy. Matter of fact, Washington is turning into that team. 5 or 6 players. I mean, yeah, it's not gonna, it's gonna be tough when you got them that young, bro. And you gotta learn their quirks and how to get the most out of them on the court and all that stuff. Oh, you ain't got to worry about that, Randy. He gone. Ain't he like ranked the number 1 free agent coming in? Oh, the bag will be plentiful. You already know they're going to be throwing the bag. Washington already got a max waiting for him. Miami got a max waiting for him. The Mavs got a max waiting for him. LA got a max waiting for him. The Clippers and the Lakers. Chicago got a max waiting for him. The Knicks, they got one. There's a couple of places. And don't believe that bullshit if they think like the Lakers, how can they take on LeBron, Westbrook, and Anthony Davis? Man, when you get in the bag, that luxury tax don't mean shit. I'll be completely honest with you. The teams that got them, for the owners that got that money, they don't care. They don't care. No luxury tax. I don't care. I'm gonna win a championship. These fans gonna come. We're gonna do some winning. Everybody gonna be hyped. Jersey sales come to us too. He a part of the fold. So they gonna be there. Trust me, they can make those moves. Cause shit, they starting to do it in the NFL now. But yeah, they can make it happen. Levine, I don't know. Good number 2 guy. Definitely good number 2 guy. I think he would work well in Miami. Nah, I don't think he will. Because Levine will work, but he ain't ready for that. I know he not ready to play that type of defense. And he gonna be the 2 guard too. So you got to go ahead. You got to fuck with Kyrie. And you got to get Jason. You got a lot of guards you got to fuck with over there, bro. He may stay in Chicago. Chicago got to get rid of Vucic. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I would get rid of Vucic, man, so quick. Trade that pick or whatever. Go get Ayton. Or since Vucevic, I get rid of him. I ain't gonna sign Bamba to a contract for real. I don't need him to be no star. Block some shots, run the floor, hit a 3 or 2, man. You good. Just keep people out the way so DeRozan can get funky on that block. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a weak draft as far as star power, our players that I think will have an impact sooner rather than later. This is not to say that they ass and you can get a star out of anywhere. Jimmy Butler, Jokic. So it could be anything. That was in Orlando when he was taking all the shots and they were ass. as they currently are now. So I can understand when you're on an ass team and you putting up numbers, it's different. He not putting up the same numbers in Chicago, not even close. So he got to go, man. He's slew-footed and everything, man. He can't. This game, today's game is not built for him as far as trying to get to, a higher place in the winning department. Kevin Love, that changed because, LeBron had him over there losing weight. You're going to have to be, hey, I need your fat ass nimble on this 3-point line because you the new Chris Bosh. I think he kind of sold. I mean, he won. Because that's one thing I have noticed with this new generation of basketball players. They don't care what you think. They got to go get this ring. You're not going to put me in the same category as Charles Barkley and Patrick Ewing, man. I'm not that loyal, bro. I know. That's what I'm saying. He was hooping. But come on, man. He was getting 30 and 30 when he was a doughy, fat motherfucker back in Minnesota, man. Yeah, he was what they say, he was pleasantly plump. But he was good, like, hey. Fat Kevin Love. I'd take fat Kevin Love over the skinny one any day. Put him on the court. Even in today's, but I don't mind because I'm not one of those coaches that think that you have to play the current way to get shit done. Oh no. Whatever I can do to win without cheating, of course. Whatever I can do to win, I'm going to go for it. If I got a big and he nice like that, we'll go on the block. I'll take them easy 2 points. I'll take that any day of the week. I don't care. That's why I said if I'm going to start a franchise, I'm going to go with Shaq. If I can pick anybody I can, it'd probably be Shaq or Kareem because it's more that they can do. Number one, I don't want my point guard rebounding like that. I want you at half court getting this ball so we can get these breaks, so we can get these easy buckets. Not only can he handle the paint between them two, he can contest at the rim, rebounds, lock down. That means defense has been played once we get the rebound. Because people keep forgetting that's the important part of defense. The possession ain't over until you got the ball. So that rebounds is important. And I know them two big motherfuckers can get them boards and they certify buckets underneath. I'll take that. If I could take in these points, take you not getting no points. Now, if I had to pick a guard or a perimeter player, it all depends. If I'm in a city where winning ain't that important, I can go with Mike because he's a motherfucker. Of course, you're picking Timmy. For those who don't know, Antoinette Perry, this is my pops. Tim Duncan is his favorite player of all time, and he is one of them Negro dominant people with basketball. He told me Tim Duncan was going to be a star as a junior in college. Now, it might have been earlier than that. It might have been a sophomore. So, of course, you're going to pick your favorite player. Now, what would you pick if you couldn't pick Timmy? Who would y'all pick to put a franchise with? I would probably get Lebanon and Magic because they'd be real concerned about making sure everybody, Oh, yeah, the hands down political. He was one of the best players in the league. But come on, man, this is college. You don't know if them dudes going to be this good. But he called it, and he was right. He's been right a lot of times, man. Wait till y'all see him on the show, man. Oh, man, I can't wait. I'm thinking about just moving it somewhere else. Yeah, why would you say Gus? All right, I'm going to get to you to a second, and Savard. I'm going to get to you in a second. But my pops said Gus Williams. So as a kid growing up, I wanted to know, you see he's a sports fan. We watch sports all the time. I want to know who his favorite player was. And I'm thinking he's going to say something like Magic, Kareem, Jordan, Wilt, somebody like that. Even I wouldn't even have been surprised if he would have said somebody like Larry Bird or Havlicek or something like that. He said Gus Williams. Now, granted, Gus Williams can hoop. NBA champion with the Sonics in the 70s. But man, I didn't think he was gonna say that was his favorite player of all time at the time, man. that would be like saying, who would be like a Gus Williams? Like it's like in like 15 to 20 years, Saban, and one of your kids asks you who your favorite player was, and you say Bradley Beal. It's got to be somebody they got to look up. Saban, you said you would take T-Mac. That's understandable. He didn't have a weak link in his game, so it wasn't nothing that he lacked in. So I totally understand why you would pick one of the most talented basketball players I have ever seen. But yo, Pop silly as hell, man. I give you that though. You ride for your homie though. Man, you ain't gonna need the ice pack, man. He gonna be all right. Because I'm telling you, it's new medicine. I'm telling you, with the way that they handle stuff. No, I can't say all that. I can't say all that. All of Miami is hurt. We just saw how trash. Oh man, who was the other team? We just saw. Matter of fact, Miami's their training staff is buns. Remember last year they were still hurt. They limped their way to the 8th seed and shit. Man, I need the ice pack. No, man, you're gonna be all right. Because I'm telling you, Saban, if you run in the franchise, you're gonna get you a real what's the name of that jump? Every Miami player was going, what are y'all doing on the medical staff? At some point, y'all need to do some shit too, because y'all getting paid too. Phillies is trash too. I heard they jump is buns, yo. I heard. Because that's important too. Like when you got a franchise, man, you got to make sure everything right. Right? Winning comes from all places. Yo, man, he said Gus Williams, yo. I would have picked Garnett, but I know, man, he need other players, man. I mean, he could do the same thing. Like, he got the same skill set, but on a skinnier scale, like Kareem and Shaq. But he wasn't dominating. He was good as shit, though. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: a lot of people don't like it. I didn't like it that they had top 5 position. They had Dirk over him. I'm sorry. My power forward need 10 rebounds, bro. I'm sorry, man. Nothing against Dirk. One of the greats. Probably, if not, I mean, he holding the title for as long as he possibly can until Luka. As soon as Luka win a championship, it's over for Dirk, his best Euro player. But come on, man. Y'all ain't going to sit here and try to act like he won't affect nothing on defense. He won't do nothing on them boards, bro. All right, come on now. He said he picking Jackie Moon. I remember he kept getting in the ball in the post. I don't like it. Let's try it again. Yo, that movie funny as hell, man. If I had to pick somebody fictional, I don't know. Who's a fictional basketball player? I don't know, from a movie or something like that. Yeah, I better not say Michael or LeBron from Space Jam. I'm talking about actually fictional. I don't know, because most of them don't look like they can. The only actor I seen that looked like he could possibly hoop, Woody Harrelson had a nice jump shot. He looked like he know what I'm saying? He looked like that white dude at the pickup game. You got to go ahead, you know what I'm saying? He don't count either, Saban. All the regular, of course. All the dudes who play basketball, of course. Because you can say Shaq or Penny from Blue Chips. Yeah, any of them, What was the other dude named Rob Brown that was in Coach Carter? He could hoop, and he was a good actor. Because, he had other stuff, too. He said, man, I can't tell you to pick a fictional basketball player, and you pick the professional ones. I don't know, man. I ain't never seen Shaq West ball. Can he hoop for real, Saban? Because you laugh behind it. So I really don't know. He might be cheats. So I don't know. What's a celebrity I've seen hoop before? Quavo nice. Quavo can hoop. Yeah. And I saw them football highlights too. He got a cannon for it. He was pretty good at quarterback too. Oh, okay. Because I've never seen Shaq West hoop, so I couldn't even tell you, brother. What you call it can hoop? For the R&B theme last week, Brian McKnight can hoop. Yep, Brian McKnight, he can hoop, man. That would be nice. I would like to see another sports movie, actual movie in the theaters, not the shit they keep throwing on Netflix and all the other streaming apps. I would like to see. No, Chris Brown is athletic. I will give him that. That jump shot ugly as shit. I'm telling you right now. He alright. But that jump shot ain't it, bro. I need another horror. I need another real sports movie. And I ain't talking about that inspirational shit, because that's the ones they usually come out with now. All right, man, we get it, man. You overcame something. Wow, god damn. Show some real shit. I need another one. Because I'm telling you, if you put as much effort into one of them, this will go with any movie. If you put as much effort into a film as far as the money and you trying to make it look as good as it possibly can, then any genre can work. If you putting as much money as you do a superhero movie. Shit. Because they used to be ass till y'all start putting money into them. Thank you, Blade. I'm done bullshitting, man. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, man. I appreciate y'all being in here. I appreciate the likes, because I'm really, like, usually when I'm recording on a weekday, I'm just doing this so I can record it and people can watch it later on. I don't really expect people to be in here, because y'all got jobs and you got shit you got to do. So, you know what I'm saying? So I don't, try to put that on you and stuff. So I appreciate everybody being in here. The chat was lit the whole time, man. I really appreciate and thank y'all from the bottom of your heart. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, spread the word. We talking some shit over here, and I'm gonna go, this is the best commentary you're gonna get. No, this shit can be trash at times, because I'm trash at times. But I'm gonna still talk my shit regardless. Now, I mean, you might not love the opinion, but I guarantee you will get a laugh. I'm telling you that for sure. See? He said, I can't wait till you stream 2K. I will never stream a video game on this channel ever again. Because I tried to do For Honor like 3 years ago. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. If you look through there, I might have deleted it. No, I kept it up there because I want y'all to laugh at me. But I'm not streaming no video games because I'm not a sweat. Now, if you caught me back in them PlayStation 2 and back days, oh, yeah. Stream it. I'm not streaming no game, man. Especially not Call of Duty. Man, I ain't played that joint in 2 weeks. Like, that's the bad thing. I don't have the skill level that I used to have. And that comes with playing the game every day, multiple hours. Nah, I'm not doing that no more, bro. You ain't gonna catch me arguing. I know I'm just average. I take my 1+ KD and keep it moving, bro. I will not be streaming this. You're not gonna hear me raging nothing like that, because I don't care. Because this is the internet age, and this is the the online player age. I already know they cheating, man. There ain't no need for me to get upset. I already know you're gonna be in the corner. You're gonna be sniping. You're gonna be using some shit I ain't never seen before. You're gonna be glitching. And the same thing goes for damn near all the games. 2K, I know you're gonna behind the back cheese me. I know you're gonna be what's in there? I know you're gonna be hitting me with the left right cheese. I know you got the jump shot you saw on YouTube. You'd be better off waiting on Jesus, bro. First of all, I'm not gonna be in no party with that dude in public. I mean, on no stream. That just ain't gonna go down. Nothing against Win. I fuck with the homie. Cool dude. Sports takes kind of ass. That crusading for Call of Duty shit is ass too. But he cool. I mean, I don't have him blocked unless, I only block him during when Philly is playing. Like, as soon as I hear him say something about the Sixers, block. And then the next time, when I see the block message come by and it's a different subject from everybody else, because I'm not clicking on the messages. I don't give a fuck. I blocked you for a reason. I don't want to see what you fuck you got to say or what you're talking about or any of that. So it ain't gonna happen. So once again, appreciate y'all for coming out. We're gonna do the I Believe squad. Y'all please let me know if y'all have anybody y'all want to put in there with reasons. Just don't be telling me no name, because and I'll attach it to them. Spread the word that that's what's going to be going on next week. I don't know if I record next. You know what? I am going to record next Wednesday because I'm gonna show out. No headband this time. No, it might be a headband, but I'm gonna get my hair done next week, and I got to show off. I mean, even though it ain't no females in here, you never know when they might show up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta let them know the sauce Saban. Let them. They like this one, Saban. Watch this one. I be like this. Thank y'all for coming again. Be easy and be you, because that's all you can be. Appreciate y'all. Salute.